So I've gotten just over 111,000 streams of my music in 134 days. This sounds pretty good actually when I say it like that and when I think it in my mind, but my goal, as I made a video about 134 days ago, was to get 1 million streams on 3 songs that I was releasing last year over the course of a year. So clearly I am 30% of the way through the year, actually like 36% of the way through the year, but who's counting? And I am nowhere near 36% of the way to 1 million streams. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the things that are working and the promo that's going well. And I'm also going to show the stuff that isn't working or that I've just kind of forgotten to do. And I'll show you all the messy data and everything in between. So if that is interesting to you, if you want to see how I've driven 111,000 streams with my music and why that is still so far short of 1 million streams, then stick with me. Let's flip around to the old computer screen. And as always, let's get into it. All right, welcome to the old computer screen, and I'm here in my Spotify for Artists dashboard, and here I'm on the homepage. I'll just show you where things are at from a streaming level right now, and then I'll talk through the details of how things are going. So here is my most recent release. So again, I did this in a waterfall style release structure. So first I put out this song, then I put out a second single attached to the first song. And then my most recent release was October 25th, and that was all 3 of the songs together. So if we go up here and filter by all time, we can see that I have crossed 100,000 streams, 111,652 as of today, which is January 10th. So that's good. If we look at the release as a whole, you can see it definitely has picked up some steam, although during the holiday season, things were a little bit stagnant. So we kind of reached a level and have just been sitting there for a while. Although I guess the listeners have gone up maybe a little bit. And October 30th was my highest ever streaming day. So the moral of the story is that I really need to pick up those numbers if I'm going to get anywhere close to my 1 million streams goal by August 30th of 2025. Honestly, at this point, it's looking like it's probably not going to happen. But even with that said, I'm feeling relatively encouraged about how things are going. So we'll see exactly where I get to. Now, just to recap my strategy so far, I've basically done a small Submit Hub campaign when I put out the songs, and I've been putting the rest of the budget toward meta advertising. I also initially had a plan to do more organic social content, but because I am lazy and kind of hate short form video, I just have not been good at sticking to that with any sort of consistency. And by any sort of consistency, I mean like not even once every 3 months. So that hasn't worked, but the meta ads have been working, and I'm optimistic that they're going to keep working even better over the months ahead. Right now, I'm putting all of my budget toward this song, Everything. Because my goal is to get the most streams possible, I don't care about even distribution of streams across these songs. So like, I'm fine if this just stays at, right now I think this is at like 11 or 13,000 streams or something. If I can get the most streams on a song and have the other one at like 10,000 streams, I'm totally fine with that. So I'm putting all my budget toward the song Everything because from what I was seeing, this was getting some of the best engagement rates, and it's kind of steadily grown since the release. So I feel optimistic about this track, and you can see like it just got on Discover Weekly this past week. So that is nice, and I'm hoping that keeps ticking up and we actually see some solid momentum that gets me closer to 1 million streams with this release so that it's not just laughably far away. Like I said, these engagement numbers are pretty good. You want to have a save rate above 10%, and we're definitely there, 20-ish%. Streams per listener, you want to be above 2. This is always going to be a little bit depressed for me because we are running playlists at the same time as I'm running ads directly to the song. So this is my playlist, this is my playlist, this is my playlist. This is my playlist. This is mine. This is mine. I think that's all the ones that I own. But basically, I'm running ads to some of these playlists as well. And so playlists are always going to be lower engagement. And so I'm always going to see a lower streams per listener and probably a lower save rate than if I was just running the ads to the song. In terms of location, US is getting the most traction. Germany, Canada, Netherlands, and then Brazil, tier 2 country, is also driving a good chunk of streams. One other thing that I want to mention before I hop over to Ads Manager is that I did actually try a promo service for this song, Haunted. I used a company called spinpromo.club, And the reason was I'd gotten a ton of emails from their founder. Somehow, he must have done a scrape of a list or something, because I don't think I signed up, but I started getting a bunch of emails from him. And so I just wanted to try it, because that's something I often will do, is try playlisting services, as you know if you've watched this channel. And I will do a video breaking down my results on how that campaign went, but I did do that for this song. And the short version is that it's had a little bit of an impact, but not a huge impact. Okay, let's click over and look at Ads Manager. So currently in my artist account, I have this playlist conversion campaign going for that worship playlist where I'm spending $5 a day. Also though, this is like a business expense. It includes a bunch of other artists, not just my own music. For the song conversion, this is where I'm advertising just that song that I picked as the winning song out of the 3. And I'm spending $16.67 a day, which is $500 a month. So I started it like before Thanksgiving. This is the amount of clicks I was getting over to Spotify. And basically during the holiday season, it's lower, and then as we've come out of the holiday season, it's getting higher. Basically, this graph represents the same thing. This is the cost per result, and over the course of the campaign, it's been 50 cents per result, but you can see here, basically since the holiday season throughout December, it's getting down lower to like 30 cents per result. This is running to a tier 1 audience, capped at 60 as the age range. I'm getting a ton of women clicking versus men. I think it's because worship music as a whole tends to have a bigger female audience, and again, the age range capped at 60, so not seeing really anything above that. I'm running 3 videos, and this is my current winning ad. It is just some artist photos of me over a lyric from the song. And then this, actually, it's interesting because it has switched. So this used to be the winning ad right here, which is a sunset in the San Juan Islands. That was the winning ad, and it has switched to this one. So not sure exactly what or why that has happened, but as long as it's working, and it does seem to be working, especially over the last few weeks, feeling optimistic about that. Now, one thing I like to track is like, are we getting saves from these clicks? And so if we do like the last 30 days, I'd want to see about a 50% save rate from all these clicks. Like I'd want to see about 500 saves. And so way more than 500 saves from the song, getting about 40 some a day. So pretty high seemingly conversion of people who are clicking over from the ads and then saving the song. And then one of the offshoots of running ads to Spotify is that I have increased my Instagram followers, which, I mean, 584 followers is really not very many, let's be real. But I think I was at like 200 or 300. I really told you I'm not good at posting on here. But it's grown by maybe a few hundred in the time that I've been running these ads. So just a nice like kind of side effect. I'm not really focused on it, but it's been a nice side effect from running these campaigns. All right, so that is what is going on with my promo plan to get 1 million streams. Clearly got a long way to go, but that's where things are at right now. If you're interested in doing any of this for yourself, running meta ads for your music, playlisting, basically just growing on Spotify in general, I do have a membership community where I walk through all those things, how to run meta ads, and have tons of data in there, have tons of members who are much smarter and better looking than me. So if you are interested in growing your streaming career this year, I'll put a link to that somewhere below this video. And I also have a free mini course if you're interested in just getting the basics of Spotify marketing down. So as always, I hope this stuff was helpful. Wishing you good luck this year, whatever your goals are, if it's 1 million streams or something, I don't know, nicer and less numerically focused. Wishing you good luck, and as always, you got this.